If you want to take back control from anxiety, then this is what I want you to focus on. This is a little trick that I use with all of my clients in my one-on-one training, in my Ease Bootcamp, in my Ease Hub, no matter where you are working with me. It's a little trick that I use, particularly in the beginning of the journey, because I want to put you back in the driver's seat of your life. Now, this is especially useful if you feel like anxiety has basically taken over and is dictating your life for you. It's hijacking your moments. It's deciding for you when you go places, who you hang out with, how far you're allowed to go away from your home. In other words, you're planning your whole life around your anxiety rather than the things that you really want to be doing. Now, this is not how it should be, right? Anxiety should be just an ordinary emotional response, much like your anger or your sadness or your grief. It shouldn't be the thing that dictates what you do and how you do it. So here's what I want you to do with your anxiety. I want you to begin separating yourself from it. So here's your anxiety and here's you. Now, when you're feeling angry or sad or you're feeling grief, you sitting here can notice how you're feeling, right? And you can also notice some of the thoughts that come up when you're feeling angry or sad. And then you recognize that those thoughts belong to that sad part of you. And then you get to decide whether or not you're going to carry on thinking those things and feeling those feelings. Now, we want to do the same with anxiety, except what lands up happening is that anxiety kind of envelops you. And so now we're thinking and feeling from the anxious state, which means that we're also evaluating our entire environment and everything that's happening to us through the eyes of our anxiety. And that's why everything starts feeling so very scary and everything feels as if it's a threat. Now, many people will tell you that anxiety is lying to you. Well, I don't know that it's necessarily lying. It just really is that afraid of everything that it sees. And because you're sitting in the space of seeing the world through your anxiety, you're believing everything that it's saying. So the process of separating self from your anxiety allows you to sit here and look at what your anxiety is saying and then judge whether that is correct or true. So how are we going to do that? This is where understanding the root cause of anxiety and exactly how it functions in your brain is paramount to you in this healing journey. Because when you can see where it came from, then you can separate self from it. So I highly recommend that you do the work with a counselor or a therapist. You can grab an anxiety audit with me and find out what that root cause is so that we can begin the process of separating self from the anxious state.